Slaking is a Pokemon with a high base stat total, however has an ability in Truon which makes it unable to move every other turn. We're going to be trying out a combination where Weezing with neutralizing gas is able to shut down the Truon on Slaking, allowing it to move every single turn while Weezing's on the field, and seeing how well it can perform. Is this Slaking and Weezing combination gas or is it trash? We'll be finding out in today's episode while we climb the Great Ball and Ultra Ball tiers. This is a Slaking Weezing combination team from Regulation H. The idea of the team, you do have the neutralizing gas from Weezing, which shuts down almost all abilities on the field while Weezing's on the field, and then to the Slaking with the Truon ability. One of the things that usually holds Slaking back is its ability, which prevents it from moving every other turn. However, with the neutralizing gas, we can now have Slaking just dish out as much damage as we possibly can consistently as long as the Weezing is around. It's able to do so much damage with the high attack stat, pretty good general bulk as well. Like, it's really hard to eliminate Slaking. The Slaking is able to do a lot of damage with its same type attack bonus Double Edge that's able to hit for a lot of damage with that Life Orb, especially the Sucker Punch for the priority. Can also hit ghost types that are able to tank the Double Edge or be immune to it. We have the high horsepower, that's great coverage for the Archaludons and Golden Ghosts, those steel types that are pesky, and protect to preserve itself. The Weezing, a pretty standard set with the neutralizing gas, the Citrus Berry to have some recovery because they want to last as long as possible on the field. Sludge Bomb with Taunt and Willow support, and then protect, of course, the Terra Ghost to be immune to fake out, so you can go for like a Terra Ghost taunt on like a fake out trigger mode. And this Weezing is actually pretty fast, which is interesting. It's faster than modest max speed Pelipper, and it will outspeed things like some Riolabooms out there and a few other Pokemon. So running a very bulky HP and speedy Weezing. We have a Quaquaval with Focus Sash that is interesting with the fighting water coverage, basically kind of like Urshifu, although not really. It's a discount Urshifu. Aqua Step is interesting. It is a water type move that does raise Quaquaval's speed whenever you use it. Close combat, able to do a lot of damage. Aqua Jet for priority and protect. Moxie is an interesting ability because it's able, when Quaquaval does get a knockout, you do get a +1 attack. So in theory, with Aqua Step, a +1 attack and +1 speed you can acquire. However, with neutralizing gas from Weezing, it can shut down Quaquaval. However, Quaquaval doesn't really need its ability. It has some decent attack stat, and with the Stellar Terra, able to do a lot. So a Pokemon that can use its ability, but it's not really necessary. Rillaboom with the Grassy Surge for the grassy terrain, which is nice. Fake out support, high horsepower to hit the Golden Ghost and some other fire types. The Terra Fire as a defensive typing. Grassy Glide Woodhammer, just a good pairing with Quaquaval. Like, we've seen how well like water fighting combined with Rillaboom can really be. You don't have the Unseen Fist ability, however, still pretty good in coverage typing. We have the Dragonite with Choice Band with Terra Normal, Extreme Speed. Of course, this Pokemon is a monster. Outrage, same type of attack bonus, absolutely hits hard. Rock Slide, Stomach Tantrum for the coverage in general, like against the flying types and the steel types like Archaludon and the Golden Go. And Dragonite's a nice Pokemon on this team because you don't really need its ability, because Inner Focus is mainly used for preventing Intimidates, but with neutralizing gas shutting down the Intimidates, not really necessary. And if you do have a situation where Weezing goes down and you get intimidated, guess what? You have the Inner Focus too. So not really impacting Dragonite as much as other Pokemon. And then Golden Go as well. This one being a Choice Scarf variant, which is interesting, just to outspeed some things like a Mousehold and a few other fast Pokemon in the format. Able to do a lot of damage with that Make It Rain with the Terra Steel potentially to catch opponents off guard. Shadow Ball is nice on Golden Go because it's able to clear some of the ghost types that Slaking can hit with Double Edge. The Power Gem for a bit of extra coverage, and the Trick for a move that can disrupt opponents, especially because tricking a Choice Scarf can get rid of a lot of Pokemon usage, like very bulky Slowmons like a Moongiz for Rigraph, etc. If you'd like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. Gengar, Annihilate, Rillaboom, Basculegion, the Archaludon, and Pelipper. All right, a rain team with double Ghost, which is kind of annoying for a Slaking, but we'll manage somehow. What do I exactly want to lead here? Rillaboom's not bad, but there is Archaludon. I do really like Dragonite. I wish we had Aerial Ace. It would be really good here if we did, but not much we could really do. Basculegion can be a little bit tough, although I do want to lead Weezing, that's for sure. Weezing's really good as a lead. Shuts down the rain and a lot of other things. I think it's up like grassy terrain, which is nice. No Curse Body. Let's see. How do I want to approach the rest? I like a Quavel, but I would probably want it in the back. Don't really like it as a lead. Golden Go's not awful. Like, it's not awful here. I'm just not too sure. I don't have Thunderbolt, so I can't really pressure like Thunderbolt into like a Terra Water Basculegion. I think it's probably just a slacking mode, realistically. I think it's probably slacking, and I don't want to bring Rillaboom, actually. I think I want to bring Quavel and Dragonite. Now, Dragonite's the only thing I'm a little bit skeptical about. Maybe I should have brought Gold instead, because I brought Dragonite mainly because I like the idea of scaring away their threats with Outrage. And it also is a switch into Rillaboom. Gold could have done similar stuff, though. The Shadow Ball with Choice Scarf is not bad here, but we're going to see our Caladon and Basculegion lead, which is an interesting lead for sure. As we lead the Slacking plus the Weezing here. I would like to scout what they want to try to accomplish with the lead, because I don't know if they're going to try to Terra or not. So I think I'm just going to go for Protect with both. It doesn't really lose me anything here unless they go for Electric Shot for some reason turn 1, which I really doubt you want to click Electro Shots. But yeah, they do click Electro Shot. It's actually a little bit scary. Let's figure out if they have like some kind of thing that they could switch into. Maybe they're trying to like pivot here. We do see a Terra, so I'm glad that I didn't go for a Sucker Punch. Actually, I could have went for Sucker Punch. They Terra to our Caladon. Why are you Terra Electric? Why am I getting Deja Vu? Okay. As I will protect the Slacking and the Weezing. Don't tell me you're Electroshotting. I don't get the turn 1 Terra at all. Do you have Power Herb? If you have Power Herb, this is great. We burned the Power Herb. If it's not, it makes it awkward. As we protect the Weezing from that Wave Crash, and we're going to see Electroshock. Please be. Find out. Are you Power Herb? Okay. I mean, it's still not amazing here, because even though we were able to get that Power Herb burn, they do have a +1 special attack. So I think I do want to go for a Sludge Bomb and a high horsepower now into our Caladon, and hope that a double up maybe can pick up a knockout. I don't know. Our Caladon has such good bulk. I'm really not expecting this to. I don't even know if the Weezing will outspeed. I'm just trying to attempt it because I'm pretty sure I just go down to a Draco Meteor, and I just don't think it's worth the risk here. So let's just see what my opponent decides to go for. Ah, they go for Protect. I mean, Basculegion can only Wave Crash, which is okay. As we high horsepower attempt into the our Caladon. Unfortunately, we're not going to find speed tiers between our Caladon. We do see a Wave Crash from the Basculegion. Shouldn't do too. Wow, that did a lot more damage than I expected, actually. All right. As we do activate our Citrus. All right. If they want to so adamantly continue attacking here with the Basculegion, I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch. If I had Darkest Lairite, I might have considered the previous turn, but I'm just going to protect the Weezing. I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch into Basculegion. I think this is a double target. I don't know if this is into Weezing or if this is into Slacking. They switch out, which is amazing for me because I Sucker Punch the Basculegion. They go into Pelipper, which no abilities are going to activate, so that works out really well for me. I get to protect on Weezing. I guess a better turn would have been Sludge Bomb to Pelipper. I'm not expecting the switches here, but this is perfect. I get a Sludge Bomb into the Basculegion. I pick up that knockout. Absolutely huge here. So that is an incredible turn. Our Caladon also having Protect is not something I had on my radar, now that I think about it. Oh well. I don't mind them having Rain now because the Rain might benefit my Quavel. Our Caladon no longer resists the extreme speed, so I'm liking a lot here. We're going to see Annihilate come in. All right, that's a huge threat. I do have to respect that mon. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Annihilate because they already burned their Terra, and I'm actually just going to go for a Sucker Punch into the Pelipper because if I go for Double Edge, I mean, I'm assuming this is probably Sash Pelipper. Like, I guess maybe it doesn't have to be, but if it is bulky Pelipper, Double Edge probably doesn't even pick up the knockout. So I don't take as much recoil. They actually went for Tailwind, it looks like. And bulk up, that's fine, because as long as I hit the Will-O-Wisp, I'm okay here. If I don't, it's actually kind of dangerous. Nice. We do hit the Will-O-Wisp into the Annihilate. That's a huge Will-O-Wisp hit. All right, beautiful. Okay, that's a huge burn. We're gonna see the... Why you Lumberry Annihilate? Why is it Lumberry Annihilate? That screws over a lot of my plans here. Granted, it's only +1 Rage Fist. I think I'm going to protect the Weezing, and I'm going to swap out a Dragonite, expecting Drain Punch into something from the Pelipper. Oh, that's not ideal. Granted, we still have to play around it. We are going to go on a Dragonite. This should be on Drain Punch. And protect the Weezing. They go for Drain Punch. Excellent. This is probably a Hurricane attempt into the Weezing. Yep. Okay, super ideal. Super ideal. All right, they have to double up the Dragonite to pick up the knockout. I think they do want to respect the Weezing, though. I think I'm gonna go to Slaking on Rage Fist plus Hurricane double up, and I'm just gonna go lock into the Outrage because I don't really want to play games with our Caledon because of the stamina. Unfortunately, we are going to give them 100% accurate Hurricanes because we are giving them the Rain. The Rain might help me though because it does affect my Quaquaval later in the game. But it does help our Caledon boost, and they'll have access to Weather Ball, which is also scary. So some things I have to keep in mind. We bring out the Slaking. Rage Fist comes out into that Weezing slot. Beautiful. This is probably Hurricane double up as well. Yep, nice. Okay, that was super ideal. Nice, no confusion. And that's actually a pretty good Outrage target in Pelipper because I pick up the knockout. I don't know if I wanted the knockout actually there. Huh. Okay, our Caledon comes back in. I mean, this is not a game-losing position. They're probably just going to Drain Punch here. They're probably just going to Drain Punch the Slaking and go for the Dragonite with our Caledon. So I think what I'm going to do in response, we're going to go for the high horsepower into our Caledon with the Terra Ghost here. If they Rage Fist predicting my Terra, amazing play. If they Rage Fist into my Dragonite, they don't pick up the knockout, so they have to double it. So I'm okay with that. Show me Drain Punch. They can bulk up too. Bulk up's not great, but like it's playable. Nice, 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 nice. Dracometer, yep, perfect. Okay, so Dragonite will go down, but that was probably one of the ideal turns I could have asked for. Excellent. All right, Dragonite goes down. Please land high horsepower. Nice, good damage. Really good damage. Yep. And trying to think about how I want to set this up. Tailwind Peter's out. Oh wait, if Tailwind Peter's out, I could just go into Weezing. Yeah, I can go Weezing now. Perfect. Now I can go for high horsepower into the... No, I could double edge check. Do I think double edge picks up the knockout on our Caledon? Yeah, I think it easily does. If it doesn't, this mon is absolutely broken. But if high horsepower did that much and it's basically a 190 power move, this is 180 after same type attack bonus, I think double edge should pick up that knockout. And we'll go for the Willow Spin to the Annihilate. We do need to burn the Annihilate really badly here. They protect our Caledon, which is also fine. I just need to hit the Wisp here into the Annihilate, which is the big crucial part. You get a Rage Fist off, that's okay. Please land a Wisp. Please land a Wisp. Please land a Wisp. I actually have no idea if Aqua Step will pick up the knockout into our Caledon. Okay, that's really not good. I need to do some math real quick. This is a 189 attack in rain. 212. Actually, I think I just got to bank on it. I think I just have to go for Aqua Step, hopefully KOing in rain. Unfortunately, I won't get the Moxie boost, which is really unfortunate, but like, what can I do here? Aqua Step, this is 120 base power in rain, and then the same type attack post 180. Yeah, I think this should KO. If it doesn't, well, I mean, we missed a Wisp there, which was pretty bad because I could have doubled up the Arcaladon. They go for Rage Fist into the Weezing, which shouldn't pick up the knockout. Yep, excellent. Aqua Step, please KO Quaquaval. Nice. Okay, that's huge. Gotta land, Weezing. You gotta land. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Nice. Really, really good. Okay. They bulk up here. I feel like there's no chance he bulk up. I do want to take advantage of the 1 turn of rain. So I'm actually going to go for Aqua Step into Annihilate. And I'm just going to go for... I think I just Sludge Bomb here. Is the Protect obvious? I feel like the Protect is obvious. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb attempt. Okay, nice. They attack here. Hopefully it's in the Quaquaval. If it's the Weezing, still okay. Good damage onto the Annihilate. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, they do Rage Fist here. Into Quaquaval. Nowhere near enough. Sludge Bomb going to come out into Annihilate. Get the extra chip damage. Beautiful. And I think we have the game sealed because I'm pretty sure... Oh, they were Damp Rock Pelipper. I was like, huh, they didn't protect the Annihilate. That explains a lot. Now I Aqua Step here because pretty sure it should pick up the knockout. If not, Sludge Bomb should. Should, right? Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, Quaquaval coming clutch in that end game. I feel like the first couple of turns of the game were really... Well, they were questionable. I mean, there were chances like I could have been in a really dangerous position. Thankfully, we were able to get that Basculegion knockout without taking too much losses. It got awkward when I Sucker Punch, and apparently it wasn't Focus Sash on the Pelipper. I guess it was on the Gengar. I don't think Double Edge was knocking out the Pelipers, but it would have put me in a better spot, I suppose. The Terra Ghost, which was really clutch, I think, into the turn where I was able to get the damage in Arcalon, was really crucial, though. Armarouge, Indeedee, Ursaluna, Gallade, Torkoal, Lilligant. This is a matchup where the Weezing really likes to shine here. So... Weezing's good. There are issues though. Yeah, there are issues. Mainly the Indeedee. I don't know if... So the Indeedee makes this a little bit awkward. If it's Terra Fairy, the problem I have is they're leading a Trick Room Setter next to Indeedee, and then follow me. They can redirect my taunt. It's not really a great position. Because even though Weezing's really good against this team, it can also be like kind of awkward at the same time. I don't know if they're leading Gallade though. I think I do lead just Weezing. The question is, do I lead with Dragonite or do I lead with my Slaking again? Because the Slaking Weezing combo, of course, is just like very pronounced. So I don't know if it's the right lead here. I think it's probably okay. I also am worried about a Lilligant lead. A Lilligant lead would not be great here, but I think I got to risk it. I think it's Dragonite, and then the question is, do I bring Rillaboom or do I bring Quaquaval? I feel like I bring Rillaboom because if we do get to Trick in position, there is a chance I could go for like Grassy Glide, Extreme Speed, and Game Sweeps. Quaquaval would be nice because Torkoal is a problem. Yet I could always... I don't know if it's worth it because if I do allow them to get Sun, then like I don't really do much damage to them. So... don't think there's a point there. We're going to see the Gallade plus the Indeedee, which is not too surprising as I do lead Slaking here plus the Weezing. I'm just going to go for a taunt into a Double Edge here. As Neutralizing Gas is shutting them down at the moment, I'm going to go for a taunt into Indeedee, and I'm going to go for the Double Edge into the Gallade. This is either follow me. Yep, they do follow me. All right. Are they Sacred Sorting? Are they Cycle Cutting? Or are they going for a Trick Room immediately? Because that's where we have to play our game. Yeah, as I worried, we don't get KO the Indeedee, which is not great. All right. We do get to shut down Indeedee's options of attacking here, which is great. Raccoon comes out. All right. This could get really ugly real fast. Because I don't know what the move is on the Indeedee. I feel like it should be Dazzle. I really want to go out into like Dragonite on the Sacred Sword. I think my best place to... Do they Psycho Cut though? I feel like the Weezing Protect is very obvious. I think I'm going to risk it. I think I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp and I'm going to go into Dragonite. They stayed in with the Indeedee, which is not what I expected here. If this is Psychic bad, I take so much damage with Weezing. Let's see. Bring out the Dragonite. They did Sacred Sword, so that's good at least. They do have Psychic. Okay, I need to hang on, which I probably should. Yeah. I take that a lot worse than I would really want to, but that's a pretty good trade-off here. Okay. Nice. Please land. What is up with you, Weezing? Why are you missing everything? All right, we're going to protect, and we're just going to go for an extreme speed in the Gallade. What is going on, Weezing? What is going on? All right, protect the Weezing, hoping that they target it. Get the damage in the Gallade, because I don't really need to respect the entity at the moment. They do have Psycho Cut. They go for it in the Dragonite. I am able to hang on. They do Psychic again, the Weezing. All right. So my next play, because they are still in a weird spot here, I think is to go out in a Rillaboom. Getting rid of the Weezing on this field will bring out the Psychic terrain, which isn't great, but we do reset it with our grassy terrain. They will get Sun, which is my only concern, but I think I kind of just have to go for it at this point, and we go for extreme speed into the Gallade once again. I hope I got my terrain, like the neutralizing gas wears off, and now Psychic Search. Okay, good. I didn't confuse my math there. If Rillaboom switched in before the Psychic Search, that would have been awful, but yeah. All right, they get Psychic Seed. Sure, doesn't change anything here. Okay. And we bring out the Rillaboom to get rid of their terrain, so we can actually extreme speed the Gallade now. And hopefully just pick up the knockout. And hopefully these are the only Trick Room setters, because we have been stalling out turns of Trick Room pretty effectively. We have Fake Out Pressure for the next turn. And let's see how the Psychic probably into... Yep, the Rillaboom slot. Perfect. Alright, good. No special defense drop either. I think Rillaboom is most likely going to be the Terra in this case. Taunt wears off. Excellent. Although it doesn't really change anything. It should be Torkoal. If it's Ursaluna, that's fine. If it's Ursaluna, I go for Grassy Glide with my... I think it's Grassy Glide here with my... Oh, there you go. Armorage? Armorage is interesting. Okay. Gonna go for Fake Out into Armorage, and I'm gonna go for Extreme Speed into the Indeedee, I think. Yeah. They go for Helping Hand, which is an interesting move. They didn't switch out, which is really ideal because I do get the Fake Out off into the Armorage slot. And here comes an Extreme Speed into the Indeedee. Nice. All right, that's good. They don't have Psychic Terrain anymore, so Expanding Force is no longer an option on the Armorage. Granted, we do probably have a Torkoal remaining. If it's Ursaluna, we're in great shape. Trick Room now expired, and let's find out what the last Pokemon is. Show me Ursaluna. Okay. Oh, that's actually best case scenario. All right, beautiful. I'm going to go for High Horsepower into the Armorage, and I'm going to go for Extreme Speed into the Armorage. Actually, do I have to Terra? I don't have to Terra Fire. What am I doing? I can just High Horsepower and Extreme Speed. I don't have to Terra here. Not really a point of Terraing either, I think. They protect Ursaluna. They didn't Terra or protect the Armorage, so I should be able to KO here. Like, the logic is they have to Trick Room anyway. What is going on with my moves today? Why? Okay. I can still play out of this, but why? Why? All right. We're going to Grassy Glide, and we're going to Terra Normal Extreme Speed the Armorage. Actually, Terra Normal should KO, right? Terra Normal should just KO. I think I'm just going to go out into... Because they should Terra Ghost, I think the... Yeah, they should Terra Ghost here. I don't really have a safe play. I think it's Sack Slacking, actually. I think it's Sack Slacking. Go for the Terra Normal Extreme Speed and Armorage. Oh, this game could have been so much easier. Actually, maybe I should say Slacking for the Sucker Punch. I'm not thinking about this because I think it's Terra Ghost on the Ursaluna. I think they always go for Terra here. I'm pretty sure that Terra Normal Extreme Speed will pick up a knockout into the Armor Rouge from this range. Yeah, it's Terra Ghost. Okay. Good. Let's pick up a knockout here into the Armor Rouge, and then next turn I'm hoping that I can get Weezing in, because the nice thing about Weezing against this monster Ursaluna is Weezing shuts down the Guts ability. So Ursaluna is a lot weaker when it's burned without the Guts ability. Facade is still doubled in power, which is unfortunate, but it's still a lot easier to deal with. There should be Facade into the... Oh, they went for the Dragonite slot. I'm okay with that. Okay, perfect. That works out amazingly for me, actually. Okay. I get Grassy Terrain healing. I get to go out into Weezing. Just got to make sure I time some things correctly, because I want to make sure that I want to see if I can still out Trick Room, so I can have an easier time with Rillaboom cleaning up with Woodhammer. This is the last turn of Grassy. So that's actually super ideal, because I do want Grassy to expire. I think we just go for a Sucker Punch into the Ursaluna, and we're going to protect our Weezing. Yeah, no, this is completely fine. All right, protect the Weezing here so we don't lose the neutralizing gas, so they don't have the full power Facade yet. Sucker Punch going to be on deck onto that Ursaluna for some very heavy damage. Facade into the Slaking is completely fine. Let's pick up the knockout still, because it is still 140 base power, but I'm pretty sure Rillaboom will tank one. We reset the Grassy Terrain. We should be able to go for a Woodhammer very safely and a Sludge Bomb. And I think we'll be safe. I think. Let's go for that Woodhammer. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb. Oh, shoot. I forgot that we have neutralizing gas. It won't matter. Unless they KO the Weezing here, which is fine, I guess. I mean, I always Woodhammer and I Sludge Bomb anyway. There's not really much of a change. If they KO the Weezing, they get hit by the Woodhammer. So that's exactly what they do here. So that's perfect, actually. I'm gonna Grassy Glide anyway. The only thing I was like scared of is if Crit Facade actually knocks out Rillaboom at this range, but I don't think it does, so I think I was probably okay. But granted, goodbye Ursaluna. Oh man, I need Weezing to wake up. I need my Pokemon to wake up. Why am I missing this many Wisp and high horsepowers, man? Like, stop. Let me play the game. We've at least hit most of the time, not the first time I'm going for the move. But yeah, really great showcasing like why Weezing's pretty good into like our Trick Room stuff. Although it can be awkward because of like the psychic moves, but luckily we were somehow maneuvered around it. Some unique mons here: Como, Sneasler, Metagross, Rillaboom, Grimmsnarl, and their own Weezing. So Como is going to be a big question mark, because that one's actually a huge threat to my team. I do not like the Como matchup. Como is scary, so I will have to play around it. I think I do Weezing with, I want to say it's Gold. Yeah, I like Weezing Gold a lot here. And then who do I want as a partners? Because I think Rillaboom, not great. It's literally all grass resist. Slaking, it's not bad. It just gets threatened heavily in this game by the fighting types. I could Terra Ghost it though, which isn't an awful spot. I guess it's not too bad. Do I want Dragonite or do I want a Quavel? Probably the Dragonite, I would assume. All right, a lot of this game is probably going to come down to me, I think, tricking the Como, because Como is the biggest threat that they have here. If they are able to set up a Como, it's not a good time for me. It's not a good time for me. So let's see. We're going to see the combination of Sneasler and Grimmsnarl. Okay. I mean, they don't have any abilities on deck. I'm pretty sure that this is a safe Sludge Bomb, make it rain. I am worried because they do get a free switch to Como later, though. but I think I could probably play around it. Let's see. All right. So unless you're offensive Grim, like we could list out so many possibilities of things that could go wrong here. Luckily, I don't have to worry about fake outs. I don't have to worry about any prankster shenanigans. They do actually have Sucker Punch on Grim. It's offensive. It crit me. I was hoping that was a miss. Okay, not the worst turn because we actually got the attack off, but not a great turn. All right, we're going to go into Dragonite. Yeah, was that a great turn? Not really. Let me just double check my speeds real quick on the Dragonite. I am slower than my Weezing, so at least I can Sludge Bomb into Outrage here. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, we see a Terra, which is surprising. On a sneeze. Don't tell me a Terra Rock. Terra goes. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't Extreme Speed Lock. Okay. Good. Sucker Punch into Weezing is fine. I have Citrus Berry. I wonder what the item is on the Sneasler, because it might be Sash. Rock Slide. Please miss the Weezing. Okay. Okay, we didn't flinch. The only reason I wanted to avoid the Weezing is because I didn't want the flinch happening. It's to Outrage target the Grim. Because that would not have been ideal. All right, we gave it a Grim finally. We get an Outrage. We actually KO'd the Sneezer, so that gets rid of the Terra option. Como can no longer Terra if it's in the back, which is fantastic. We are able to eliminate the Sneezer. Don't even get me started on this. All right. Because I don't know if Grim Sucker Punch actually would KO. I had Scarf Gold, but I don't know. Metagross going to come in. Oh, that's Rillaboom. Okay. That is so much easier to deal with than Como, which I'm surprised they didn't bring it. If it's Iron Defense Body Press, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm just going to protect the Weezing. Dragonite, feel free to do whatever you want, buddy. Get a big hit off, preferably in a Rillaboom, but... Actually, Fake Out helps me here. Because now I'm reset here. They go for Zen into the Weezing, sure. Okay. I'm not confused with Dragonite. I can still go for Outrage. Do I want to Terra here? I could also just Wisp the Metagross. Which, if they aren't... Yeah, I think Wisping the Metagross and Terra makes sense in the Metagross. Yeah, the reason I think that this play makes sense is because if the Metagross is burned, I don't think they can win against my Dragonite. I still have a Slaking backup just in case. But I don't know, the Weezing hasn't been so hot on hitting these moves recently, so let's see. At least we're getting some clutch help from the Dragonite, harding the right targets. They KO'd. I think if we burned, we would have KO'd them. Okay. Game is not over. Is it good? No, not really. Is it winnable? Yes. We get to go out into our Slaking. On the bright side, a double up will KO the Metagross. So I go for high horsepower. I go for Outrage. Most likely, the Rillaboom doesn't net protect. Most likely. I don't know about the Metagross. If the Metagross does, we're in trouble. They go for Grassy Glide. No protects. Okay. Really good. We do land a high horsepower into the Metagross. Huge damage. Are you policy? No policy. Outrage comes out. Hardest down to Metagross. Would you believe me that it's still not over technically? Because let's see what the Dragonite... Okay. Okay, never mind. Now, unless the Rillaboom has Protect, because the Dragonite is able to hit here. So I can go for Sucker Punch, go for Outrage. Oh, gonna be forfeit. If my Dragonite got confused there and kept hitting itself every time, and the Rillaboom actually had Protect so they could stall out my Truon turns, there was a world where we could have lost. There was a world. Thankfully, I am not living in that world. Weezy, why? Just hit your Wisp. Earlier when I was trying out the team for the first time, you were landing fine. Why are you missing now? And I only went for one. Tyranitar, Excadrill, Ursaluna, Incineroar, Gyarados, and the Rillaboom. Okay. We have some really solid Pokemon that we can go with. Quaquaval's really nice against this team. Weezing's really good to shut down the sand. Abilities like Intimidate, which is good. I do like probably the Slaking plus Weezing is pretty strong here, I would say. I definitely want to bring Quaquaval in the back. The question is, what am I having as my last? Is it Gold or is it Dragonite? Probably Dragonite. The ability to hit the Gyarados, I think, is really important to me. Power Gem just does not do enough damage, I think. So yeah, I think this is the way to go. A lot of the game plan is, can we pick up that knockout into... I think Ursaluna is the Pokemon I have to respect the most. And I might have to respect the well, it's not going to be the Excadrill, it's Ursaluna. So this is actually kind of fine. All right. I kind of wish I liked Quaquaval. Although it's not really too bad. This is what? Fake out into Slaking and attack here? I don't know if Gold is a switch. I would really have liked Golden Go as a switch in. All right. So I think I'm just going to protect the Weezing. I don't think I want to go hard Quaquaval, right? Because this fake out Hyper Voice. I think I just want to attack, right? Trying to think about this. No, I'm going to protect. Maybe I should have Terra Ghosted and attacked here. The reason I'm fearing the next turn is Earth Power is probably coming out and I don't really have the safest switch. But we'll see. We will protect our Weezing and the knockoff coming out into the Slaking. Okay. Earth Power comes out into Weezing. Okay. I feel like they should Blood Moon the next turn. I'd be pretty happy though if I was able to get rid of Incineroar for Quaquaval not having to fear Intimidate, and I could go for close combats in the future. It might be worth a trade-off. I think it is. I think I will actually go for that. I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb and Double Edge. Or not Double Edge, High Horsepower. Because I think this is Blood Moon and I can't switch. And I was trying to think of, okay, if it's Earth Power, I could technically go Dragonite, but I don't think it's worth it. Plus, Slaking will slack off here because he used Protect the prior turn. So let's see. We are able to pick up the knockout into the Incineroar. I don't think Sludge Bomb and Double Edge was pick up the Ursaluna. Not even close. Oh, they just went for Earth Power again. Okay. Like, there was a world I could have probably just went into Dragonite. I could have went to Quaquaval, but I wasn't sure. All right. So abilities will activate again. But not too bad. Ursaluna did take chip damage. I get to go out into my Quaquaval here and threaten the Ursaluna pretty heavily. So that's not a bad trade here. We have priority for the Excadrill, so I don't really mind it. Tyranitar is the one Pokemon I'm a little bit terrified of, though. Excadrill comes in. All right. Excadrill is interesting. I'm just going to protect and I'm going to swap out into Dragonite. I guess I could have stayed in with Slaking because they can't really do much, but I don't know who they're targeting. I also don't know like if they want to protect the Scout, because if it's Excadrill, I think it should be Tyranitar in the back, right? And if that's the case, close combat's going to hurt a lot. Luckily, with that Focus Sash, we will be able to take an attack. We should be fine, I think, against the Excadrill. The Blood Moon Ursaluna is a little bit concerning. I don't know who they want to say their Terra for is my question. Bring out the Dragonite. Do they Terra anything? No Terras. Protect. Hopefully Blood Moon protects and Excadrill attacks. Nice. Okay. Really good. Nice. Nice. And the Earthquake. So, yeah, that's really good. I wonder... It should be high horsepower too, right? I think you just wanted the Earthquake because it hit everything and you want to protect the Ursaluna. All right, I think I go for a close combat into the Ursaluna. The question is, what am I doing with you? Am I doubling the Ursaluna? Because I don't know if I want to go for Stellar Terra, risk me getting crit and then losing the Sandstream. Because there's still Terras that could be useful, like Dragonite's normal Terra for a rock move later on. I think I'm just going to go for a Stomping Tantrum close combat into Ursaluna. You go for high horsepower? Yep, okay. Nice. Close combat will come out into Ursaluna. That lived. But, I mean, we do get the KO on Ursaluna still. But, not ideal, of course. Not ideal. Able to get the Stomping Tantrum off into the Ursaluna. Picks up the knockout. All right. Tyranitar comes in. It's a tricky spot. I was hoping close combat picked up the knockout. Maybe I did have to Terra. I was really hoping that like Adam and Quaquaval could pick up the knockout after that life orb recall. Let's switch out the Dragonite into Slaking so I can reset my move. Because Outrage is probably going to be the way how I knock out the Dragonite. I think I'm going to try to double up the Excadrill with Aqua Jet plus the Sucker Punch. They protect Excadrill this turn too, which is super ideal. All right. Which is risky also. I could have close combated the Tyranitar. Okay. Rock Slide? Oh, they double protected. Huh. I don't know. That's wasting your own sand turns, but I'll take it. Slaking got him without taking any damage, which is actually kind of nice. 4 turns of sand. I'm just going to go for Aqua Jet into the Excadrill and Sucker Punch. It might be like Stellar Terra Excadrill. I don't know if they run like Terra Grass or Terra Water. We'll find out though. Dragonite's still probably in an okay spot to take the game. It's really going to come down to Excadrill. Like what set is the Excadrill? I was really hoping close combat could KO because I would have gotten the what's it called? The Moxie boost for the Aqua Jet. Alright, Tyranitar is the one to Terra Perfect. It is Terra Flying, not too surprising. All right, super ideal. Now Aqua Jet Sucker Punch should KO. If they went for a double protective Excadrill, it's not pretty, but it works. Okay, Sucker Punch connects with Excadrill, so we are able to get the Aqua Jet. Good. Whew. All right, Aqua Jet picks up the knockout into Excadrill. Do I want to lock in this? Moxie, but this should just be Rock Slide or Crunch. Okay. They were not expecting the Sucker Punch. They were not expecting the Sucker Punch. Could have been Sash Excadrill, which was also another reason why I felt like it could have been... Actually, wait. Could it have been Sash? It could be Clam, too, but I have no clue. I want this Aqua Jet Sucker Punch to cover for Sash, but it also probably should just knock out Excadrill in general. This is perfect. I get to go for Aqua Step, and Slaking can do whatever. I'm just going to double edge. We are forced to low for a turn. Aqua Step will take a good chunk into Tyranitar. Yep. And now it's an extreme speed range from my Dragonite. Rock Slide dodge doesn't matter. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Oh, good. All good. All good. Ursaluna surviving that attack was not great. I guess I could have saved the Stellar Terra for it, because if I KO'd there, I think I would have been in a huge spot, especially with the Stomping Tantrum into Excadrill and then the Aqua Jet pressure. But you know what? We were able to come through. I still think I should have went for that double up though. We go for Terra normal, extreme speed into Tyranitar. We go for the double edge. Our lose cons are what? 8 protects in a row? That's not happening. That is fiction. And it's better than like if the Tyranitar for some reason is Jolly Max speed, it outspeeds my Dragonite and then has like a fighting move. Because they're going to protect on the Slaking True on turn. That makes sense. Look, could I have flexed and went for a Sucker Punch and Tyranitar and extreme speed my own Slaking? Sure. Am I going to do it? Maybe if they get a double protect here. Maybe if they get a double protect, because the sand is chipping away the Tyranitar. know if it's in Sucker Punch range though after 2. It might. No, but there's not enough turns because the sand's going to fade away this. Yeah, I'm just going to Extreme Speed and Double Edge. Okay, no. Double. We are able to get the Extreme Speed off into the Tyranitar. Picks up that knockout. And that is a good game. Whew. Okay. I feel like I should probably leak Quaquaval more. It seems like the counter responses to like the Slaking Weezing mode, the Ursaluna, kind of made sense to have Quaquaval. If I had Quaquaval, like, they didn't have any switch. They brought all of Pokemon that were weak to fighting and water. They had 4 waters and 4 fighting weaknesses now that I think about it. They are lucky Urshifu got banned, but that's probably the reason why they have that many weaknesses and they're okay with it. Oh boy, a very heavy setup team with Alolan Ninetales, the Snorlax, Clefairy, Sinistra, Annihilate, and Rillaboom. Really relies on abilities, and why like Weezing is one of the strongest options against these really ability dependent teams, because the Ninetales can't set up Aurora Veil because the snow won't be available, which is nice unless it's ability patch for some reason. So I do like the Weezing. Problem is Sinistra, I don't have the best ways to hit it. Yeah, I don't really have the best ways to hit Sinistra. I think it's probably like Weezing Slaking here as the lead. I want Dragonite's the question. Not bad. I might want the gold here for Make It Rain. If I'm going to bring the Quaquaval, and I'm going to bring gold as the last, because Dragonite's not bad, but I think I might need gold for Make It Rain pressure in the end game. And I also want a mod that also pressures Sinistra harder, and I don't have Aerial Ace on the Dragonite. I do have Outrage, but there is Clefairy and Alolan Ninetales that make it a bit weird. I don't think we're seeing the Ninetales, but yeah, we're going to see Clefairy plus the Snorlax, which is pretty acceptable. No Friend Guard is available on my opponent's end. We can just go for a Double Edge, and we can go for a Taunt into the Snorlax. I don't really see any threats that Clefairy can go for, unless it's Sing, but they might protect here fearing to Taunt. I'm just going to go for a Double Edge, and I'm going to go for a Taunt. They are going to go for Follow Me, which is super safe, okay? Double Edge into the Clefairy. I did not expect that to KO. I'm used to like physically defensive Clef. That was not a physically defensive Clef. I got a Taunt off into Snorlax. No Belly Drum. Oh man, that's so much easier. Then I don't have to worry about just Sludge Bomb Double Edge just KO the Snorlax. Oh, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. Sinistra? Especially with Sinistra as a switch too. But then again, Hospitality was not going to activate because of the neutralizing gas, which is nice. All right. Yeah, they're in trouble. Their entire setup just like loses to the Weezing right now. Sinistra gonna come in. I'm taunting that Sinistra, and I'm gonna Double Edge that Lax. Yeah, I just go for attacks. I don't really see a point of not going for the attacks, because all I have to do is just threaten a lot of heavy damage. Granted, the Sinistra has Mental Herb, then it's actually still a game, because I gotta respect it. Double Edge gonna come out into Snorlax. Really good damage. We're taking a lot of recoil, but that's fine. All I need was the damage. All right, gonna be that Berry. Here's a Taunt in the Sinistra. Did they attempt to Trick Room? I mean, I would probably just attack if I was them. All right, they did attempt to Trick Room. High Horsepower gonna come out perfect. So do I want to KO Snorlax, or do I want to just target the Sinistra down? I probably just want to target the Sinistra down with Sludge Bomb into Sucker Punch, because it is the hardest Pokemon for me to get rid of. Like, I have Quaquaval for the Lax. And it looks like High Horsepower won't pick up a knockout into my slot. They could switch out, which is actually a good play too. Should have considered that. It's in a Ninetales still, so I do get a Sludge Bomb off into Ninetales, which is still pretty big. And I'm pretty sure I'm out of High Horsepower range, but we'll see. I have gold in the back too, so I still think this is probably okay. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, the moves on the Ninetales are going to be pretty important, but I am just going to double edge the Snorlax and protect the Weezing. This could be Encore, but I'm way more worried about... Should I be worried about like Freeze Dry or Blizzard KOing the Weezing? I think I'm okay, but we'll see. Disable we're not worried about. It's just Encore from the Ninetales specifically. Icy Wind, that doesn't really change anything, so that's perfect. I actually don't mind if Slaking goes down here because I get a free switch into my gold. And I click Make It Rain Sludge Bomb, and then they have no switching. I crit the Lax. I think that one might have mattered, but at the same time, does the Slaking go down here? Yeah, like Slaking went down there with the Life Orb recoil. And then I just bring in gold with Choice Scarf. Like, what? The Snorlax was going to do what? Like, it couldn't really do anything. I'm pretty sure that I just sweep with Make It Rain now. So, they have Terra. Does that really change anything? Not really. I think I just switch out the Weezing. I go into Quaquaval. I'm just going to go for a Terra Steel. I'm going to go for Make It Rain. The snow doesn't matter at this point in the game. At least I don't think. Like, what happens? Ninetales protects the Sinistra Trick Rooms. I don't know. Like, it just seems like they need a lot. Battle's going to be forfeited. Yeah, like, couldn't really do much to the... I guess, like, when I broke the Clefairy, like, the fact that I got the KO on the Clefairy is just insane. Being able to double edge KO and then taunt the Snorlax just gave me so much momentum. It could have been definitely a harder game if like Clefairy didn't go down, but since it did, a whole lot easier. All right, we have Maushold, Annihilate with Sinistra, Incineroar, Pelipper, and Archaludon. Weezing, great for its abilities here, or shutting down the abilities. The question marks are going to be... Well, Sinistra's actually the main threat. Like, that Pokemon's a problem. I don't like dealing with Sinistra. That Pokemon's actually tricky to deal with. Do I want gold in this matchup? It's good against Sinistra. I don't know, though. I feel like, compared to the last game, there are less fairies, so Dragonite's actually more viable. I think I'm actually going to do a Weezing Quaquaval lead. It's weird, but I think it can work. And then in the back, Slaking with Dragonite, I think. Ah, this is tricky. This is tricky. The Maushold, I assume, is bulky enough to survive a Make It Rain from Terra Steel Golden Go. So I don't think it's a good lead against Mouseape. I'm trying to think of a mid-ground lead that kind of covers Rain and Mouseape, and it's kind of tough. I think Quaquaval is like an okay lead, but we'll find out, I guess, because it is the Annihilate plus the Maushold. All right. There's no Friend Garden effect here, neutralizing gas. I have no idea what the speeds are going to be. Oh, I didn't realize how slow I was on the Quaquaval. Maybe I should have let Slaking, but the problem I had with Slaking is if it's Terra Ghost Maushold, I get screwed by the lead anyway. And at least I have Sash on the Quaquaval. I'm going to just go for the Will-O-Spin to Annihilate, and I'm going to go for an Aqua Step attempt into the Maushold. Let's see if it's Terra or not. Oh, they go for Taunt, which is actually pretty ideal. All right. Because I do get the Aqua Step, so I'll be faster than the Maushold. They do get a Bulk Up, though, which is not great. Oh, dealing with Annihilate is going to be a lot harder now. Aqua Step. Okay, it's a 2-shot, which is good. No Rocky Helmet, but yeah, pretty good. All right, does the Maushold have Protect? This is where it gets tricky because I kind of have to read that, right? I think I'm going to attempt to Sludge Bomb the Maushold and protect the Quaquaval, expecting Protect from the Maushold and a Drain Punch here. Let's see. I kind of have to get this right or it's really bad. I don't know if they have Protect. That's the problem. Nice. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, they went for Bulk Up again. That's not good. That's not good. Is it playable? Yeah. Is it good? No. At least the thing with Annihilate is its only damaging moves will be Drain Punch. It can't really Rage Fist. But the problem is I did bring a lot of things that aren't exactly great into that. I'm just going to Aqua Step the Mouse Hold. I'm going to switch out to Weezing because... Should I switch out Weezing? I'm trying to think of is this... Yeah, I should because we can't risk the Sludge Bomb into Annihilate and then boost his Rage Fist. We got to make sure that it's as much as possible not. All right, they switch out the Mouse Hold. I was like if they sack the Mouse Hold here, but this works out. Sinistra, okay. Oh, that's... Okay, I think I'm probably just losing to this. I don't think this combination of double ghost is going to be good for me. I probably need a golden go here, unfortunately, because Slaking comes in, but we don't have Lariat for the Sinistra. Aqua Step going to come out into the Sinistra. Doesn't do any damage. Rain Punch into Quaquaval. Oh, it's Rocket Helmet too. Okay, yeah, I'm 100% losing. I'm 100% losing. Drain Punch crit on top of it, but I don't think it mattered. I'm pretty sure plus Drain Punch just picked up the knockout. Yeah, this is kind of the weakness, I think, of this team. I only have physical attackers other than Weezing, which doesn't really do much as a special attacker. What's the win con here? Probably Dragonite into Outrage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out in a Weezing. I'm gonna go for an Outrage. And we'll see if there's anything we can do. Yeah, I guess I need a gold. I kind of underestimated how much I needed gold in this. I wanted the Quaquaval for the Arcalodon. And because it could kind of sweep through, I guess if I could have just close combat the Mousel turn one, because I didn't think they would not Terra, like it would have probably helped me a lot there. So that's something I could have done. But yeah, I still think it was very problematic to get rid of Annihilate. We'll see though. I mean, Outrage needs to hit the Sinistra or crit the Annihilate. One of the two needs to happen for this to start. Rage Powder is actually pretty excellent for me. I'll take it. I hope Outrage KOs the Sinistra with the chip. Drain Punch gets redirected into the Weezing from the Slaking switch. Perfect. Outrage goes out in the Sinistra. I don't KO. I would have probably preferred to KO. It's usable though. We're gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Annihilate and Sinistra probably just switching you out or sacking itself. The problem is this could be Protect from the Annihilate, and if I get redirected, if I target into the Annihilate's Protect, it's really bad for the Outrage. But yeah. I do think probably gold was needed. I guess I probably had to go for gold and Make It Rain, huh? Gold plus Make It Rain probably had more offense. Maybe I should like gold Quaquaval. Gold Quaquaval wouldn't have been a bad lead now that I think about it. Because Make It Rain Aqua Jet would have threatened the Mouse Hold. Alright, hit the Sinistra and maybe we have a shot. Okay. Granted, we still need a lot to go right, but I mean... Well, confusion is one of the things I was hopefully trying to dodge. But I mean, hitting itself can be fiction. Let's see, the Mouse Hold comes in. This is probably self beat up here. I'm just gonna... Actually, this could be... Are they gonna go greedy with the Rage Fist, or are they gonna beat up, or are they gonna go for the safe taunt? I'm just gonna attempt a Wisp here. I don't see a reason not to. Yeah, they did try to go for beat up. Okay, Outrage can crit the Annihilate. We can crit the Annihilate with Outrage. Or not, because they're faster. They get the Rage Fist off into the Weezing first, which crits me. I think my opponent got 2 crits. All right. I don't think a crit on Annihilate is pick up the knockout, though. And unfortunately, because the neutralizing gas is over, we won't be able to play around the friend guard. And we got an Outrage target. It's the Mouse Hold, unfortunately. Yeah, that's 100% sealing it, I think. Leftovers, but yeah. Yeah, I need a gold. I think gold plus Quaquaval was a better lead than what I did. I wanted to lead Weezing to cover more for the Arcalon, but maybe I could have threatened Arcalon with Shadow Ball or maybe even Trick. I could have tricked away the Assault Vest and then like I gave it a Choice Scarf, which would have... Well, the thing is, a Choice Scarf would have made it super threatening. Also, they brought it without the rain mode. I mean, is there a chance? I don't think so. I'm going for high horsepower in Arcalon. I can't Terra out with my Dragonite because I'm still locked in Outrage. Yeah, there's no way. Unless it was a Speed Tie. And again, Speed Tie win crit is my only win con into Annihilate. Yeah, it's not. All right. So yeah, just poor lead. Or maybe I could have close combat. Close combat could have got me into the game. It still would have been pretty tricky because I don't know how I'm breaking through Annihilate quickly enough. But yeah, definitely I think it was better than my lead choice. The first game I lost with this team, man, in the Great Ball Ultra Ball tier, because I think I went, what did I go, 8-1? I think I went 8-1. I'll check, actually. I'm pretty sure I went 8-1. There were a few games I tried out before this, and it worked. Let me see. It was actually 9-1. It was 9-1. I was like, I wanted to record till this point because I normally don't do super long episodes with it, but I was like, can I hit Master Ball undefeated with the Slaking Weezing? So close. So close. Just a bad lead. Just a bad lead, I think. Like, that wasn't the best option I had. But not a bad record for the team, I think, in general. All right, let's go over to games. In game one, an early game was strange, but able to get a Terra from my opponent early on, so it made planning a bit easier. The Basculesian knockout was nice as well. The Tailwind was hard to maneuver, but the Terra Ghost turn on my Slaking helped to get the damage I needed to clean up after Tailwind expired. In game two, hard Trick Room guessing games with the psychic moves targeting the Weezing, but was able to avoid Weezing going down, which allowed me to disrupt my opponent's sweeping potential throughout their Trick Rooms, and I was able to clean up effectively in the end. In game three, not sure what to say about that turn one Sucker Punch, but thankfully no Como in the back, and the Weezing was able to avoid getting flinched by the Rock Slides, although did miss the Wisp again. Slacking with Dragonite was able to close it out though. Game 4, Quaquaval would have been a nice lead against Ursaluna and Cineroar, but was able to put on so much pressure since my opponent didn't bring any counters to it with the Sand Mode in the back. In game 5, Slaking slammed the Clefairy, which allowed Weezing to shut down everything on my opponent's team with Taunt, and they had very little damage output. In game 6, this game was not respecting the Mouse Ape option, and I needed Golden Go as a lead to have a chance, assuming it was not Terra Water Mouse Hold. Annihilate after 2 Bulkos was just hard to break through otherwise. I could have probably went for close combat into Mouse Hold to make it a game and get rid of the beat up option as well as a friend guard, but I still think +1 Annihilate was still going to be tricky to handle, especially because that Sinisha with the very physically defensive set was hard to break through. Overall, how did I feel about Slaking Weezing? I felt like it's pretty decent actually, but of course it is still awkward gameplay because you have to guess when your opponents are targeting the Weezing. Otherwise, if they expect to protect on Weezing, they can of course double up the partner, which would be pretty devastating. But neutralizing gas is such a great ability, especially in a format where abilities are more important than ever, really, especially with the low power dynamic. We have really, I think, a solid team overall. Quaquaval wasn't bad. The Dragonite, of course, a really good compliment. I think Railwind was the least brought, but was still useful, especially in that hard trigger matchup. Gold with the Choice Scarf, I'm not too sure. It was a bit weird because Choice Scarf Gold is not exactly my favorite set, but probably still a mon that's definitely usable, especially in the Mouse Ace matchup. I think Weezing didn't need all the speed. I think I could have definitely preferred maybe a bulkier Weezing on the specially defensive side, but overall, pretty solid. If you want to try it out, the rental code is on the screen. Hopefully it's still available by the time this video comes out. If you'd like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.